everyone, I'm Ananya. I recently visited the World Book Fair that was held in New Delhi and I'm here to share my experience with you all. The World Book Fair is a 10-day event held from 10th to 18th of January at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. Authors and publishers from all over the world gather to conduct author meet and greets, discussions, and you'll get books at a very discounted price. I visited this event on 17th of January, Saturday, and I got the chance to meet a lot of authors and bookstagrammers. Stay tuned to find out how many books I bought. The first stall that I visited was of Srishti Publication, and I got a chance to meet Khushi, the author of Fleeting Love. I also got it signed by her. It's her debut book. Make sure you check it out. The second stall I visited was of Bookswagon, and I attended the discussion of Stuti Changle. I also got her book You Only Live Once and got it signed from her. Again, I had a very great discussion with her. She's a very sweet person and I'm very eager to start this one. Next up, I visited Simon & Schuster Hall to get myself two Kappa Classics. The first one was Animal Farm and the second one is Midsummer's Night Dream. This year I have pledged to read at least one classic a month, so these two books are an investment towards that reading goal. Next, I visited HarperCollins. This was the longest time I spent in a stall and I got myself two books. The first one is Shatter Me. I got the second book during the great festive season sale that was happening last year, so now I can finally start this series. The second one is Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. Since the day I finished the Divine Rival series, I have been missing her writings and finally I got a chance to get another of her book. Can't wait to start this one as well. Then I visited Rupa Publications and it was a great stall. I got myself one book, which is Trust Me, I Won't Leave by Vishali Hamlai. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. The cover grabbed my attention, which is why I bought this book. And finally, I visited Bloomsbury stall and got myself two books again. The first one is Spiral and second one is Collide, which is a certified reading recommendation from a fellow bookstagrammer called Bookstore Baby. Talking about my overall experience at the World Book Fair, I'll first start with the good part. First, the entry was absolutely free. You do not need a ticket to enter. So if you're anyone from anywhere, you can absolutely go there free of cost, no tickets needed. Second of all, the people there were so kind and interactive, you'll end up having a conversation with a stranger over a book that you both like. Thirdly, there were constant author meet and greets happening, so I got a chance to meet Khushi and Stuti. Wish I could visit this fair every day because the author lineup was just amazing. Of course, not all experiences can be good, so I had some bittersweet incidents with the book fair, which I hope will not be there the next time I visit them. The first issue was that the place was overcrowded. Now, it can be a good thing and a bad thing. Good because avid readers are gathering themselves and taking up the initiative to read more books. But the bad part was that it can end up making you feel claustrophobic and you'll have to step out of the fair to feel comfortable. Second part is in continuation with the first one because of the overcrowding of people. I couldn't visit a lot of stalls, Penguin being one of them. There was a huge line and I thought I'll have to wait for like 1 to 2 hours to visit them. Now, adding to the point of the place being overcrowded, there were people sitting between the stalls, which made movement from one stall to another a very difficult task. Now, the next problem that I faced was not actually of the fair, but of the people and the lack of civic sense that they hold. I was at HarperCollins when I saw a young chap, probably my age or a college going student. He had bought some books from HarperCollins but had also stolen few of them from the shelf and he was trying to sneak them out from the fair. Now, a guard had stopped because he has this duty of checking our bags and the bill. He saw that there is one extra book and reprimanded him. And this guy, he did not apologize and started arguing with the guard instead that ये कैसे आ गई, ये मेरे को नहीं पता, मैंने तो इसकी payment कर रखी है, and what all excuses that he could give. Now, piracy is stealing, but stealing a book from a publication in front of many authors and many people, I'm lost of words. Now, the next thing that I noticed was publications were claiming that they were 20% or 50% discounts on books and book sets. But when you would search up that same book on Amazon, you'll find them at a much cheaper rate. So although they were marketing it with discounts, multiple discounts and offers, but you would end up buying the book at the same cost from Amazon or even cheaper. Another issue that I faced was regarding volunteers. Now, these are the people who are college going. So, I was at HarperCollins when I was searching for a book, but I couldn't find it. So, I approached a volunteer asking that I want so and so book. That guy straight up said, "नहीं मैं यहाँ काम नहीं करता." I said, "You're wearing an ID card which says you're a volunteer. I'll naturally think you're a volunteer and are working for HarperCollins right now." So he said, नहीं नहीं वो तो मैंने बस ऐसे ही पहन रखा है. And he had his friends and they were thinking that, oh wow, it's a joke that he cracked. Now, to these so-called volunteers, if you find a volunteer tag thrown away somewhere, does not mean you'll pick it up कि मैं ऐसे ही पहन लूँ, and then you'll get entries into stalls and so and so. And also, if you're a volunteer, you need to take up that responsibility because there is a crowd of almost lakhs of people who are dependent on you to find good books. When you shoo away people like that, it actually brings a very bad experience. Also, if you're thinking that you'll be able to eat from the stalls outside the halls, you are probably wrong because you will end up fighting for coupons, which is even difficult to find. And when you go to the stall to get your food and all, they'll say we don't have it. So it is better that you exit Bharat Mandapam and go to other restaurants that are outside. So to conclude, I can say that yes, visiting the World Book Fair was a very good experience for me because the people you go with and you individually try to take out positive things from negative things. But I hope that these bittersweet experiences are not repeated again when I visit this fair next year. If you're someone who visited the book fair this year, make sure you comment how your experience was and how many books you got. I would love to interact with you all. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye bye.